Aloha nui, Lily Makaila, planner with DHHL's planning office. This video is going to cover all of DHHL's land holdings in the Hāmākua Moku. You can see this map. It shows all of DHHL's land holdings across all of Hawaii Island. You can see the outline of each of the moku. I hope that you folks have watched the overview video, which covers what's an island plan, why are we updating it, how you can participate, what the project timeline is, etc., etc. And this video is going to be covering all of the maps for Hāmākua Moku, including tracts in Kamoku, Kapulena, Waikoloa, Waialeale, Honokaʻia, Nie, Waimanu, and Honoka'a. So we're trying to capture your feedback. I'm going to be showing you two maps for your consideration. The first map is the existing land use designation from the 2002 Island Plan. The second map is going to show you proposed updates to that land use designation. Starting with Kamoku and Kapulena. So you can see it's in Hāmākua Moku. You can see in the orange box, this is the approximate area. So it's about 3,500 acres. Most of it was captured in pastoral use, with a small section in this upper corner, about 441 acres, captured for general agriculture. And this is Hawaii Belt Road that cuts right through the center of it. Our proposed update, you can see all the hatched areas. Those are all the areas that are currently have 99-year homestead leases. So these are already awarded out. There are already pastoral homesteaders on those lands. We've kept everything else consistent here. This upper 441 acre parcel, it is near these other forest preserves, so it could be put into conservation. It could also be put into stewardship. We're open to hearing your mana'o about that. Because it's at Hāmākua area and it's pretty densely forested, it's likely not suitable for homesteading use, not good for pastoral use. This next section is called Waikoloa Waialeale. Again, that's Hawaii Belt Road that kind of cuts it right there in the middle. You can see Hāmākua Moku in this little inset map, and that orange box shows you the approximate location of these lands. All of it is designated in the previous island plan for pastoral use. We've kept it all consistent, so not proposing any types of changes. The hatched areas are where there are current homestead leases. The unhatched areas are areas that still need to be awarded. This is Honokaʻia. Honokaʻia, there were some inconsistencies. All the kind of light blue hatched area, that's pastoral. The bright green in the center is 500 plus acres of subsistence agriculture. The upper area is about 300 acres of residential, small section of commercial, and then community use close to Hawaii Belt Road. So our proposed changes are a little different. Okay, so this center section was all, 500 something acres of subsistence agriculture. Well, there are areas, you can see all the hatching, that's the areas that have been leased out to homesteaders. There are a bunch of lots, part of that planned subsistence agriculture, that were actually given out as pastoral leases. So we've captured all of these here as pastoral leases. It still does leave about 441 acres suitable for subsistence agriculture. So subsistence agriculture is smaller lot, 1 to 3 acres, does not require a farm or business plan. You can build a hale, but you don't have to build a hale. And for that area, you do need to cultivate, but you don't have to cultivate a certain percentage of the lot in order to be in compliance with your lease. There's 145 acres up here that's next to the residential area. 145 acres. That could be residential. It was previously part of the residential, partially residential. But it also is good quality soil and could actually be more subsistence agriculture. So that's a choice of, do you want to see more subsistence agricultural lots, or do you want to see more residential homesteading lots? Again, residential homestead lots are typically less than 10,000 square feet. It's more like 5,000 to 7,500 square feet. You must build a hale on those lands. You have to have a pre-qualification letter. So those are some of the constraints. You can see that there's commercial and community use areas still identified. And then for this section that is north of Hawaii Belt Road, it's about 90 acres. And it could be residential or it could be pastoral homesteading. So again, it's just a question of what you would like to see in that area. In Nienie, the previous land use designations were mostly pastoral. You can see the light blue hatching, and then the green section, that's general agriculture. It's about 918 acres in total. For our proposed update, most of it all stays the same in pastoral homesteading. You can see the hatched area is all where there are existing homestead pastoral leases, some pukas here where it needs to be awarded out. For this upper 900 acre area, about 600 acres of it is pretty high up and in the forest reserve, and so that's why we've striped it as either conservation or stewardship. Likely not suitable for homesteading because of its location up in the forest reserve. But the bottom 325 acres, that could still be suitable for pastoral use. So again, this is something that you can weigh in on. Waimanu, this is the valley floor of Waimanu Valley, kind of in the kind of upper region of Hāmākua. You can see in the orange box where it's located. Previously, it was all identified 200 acres as conservation. We are proposing that it remain in conservation. Access is very limited there, and it's likely not suitable for homesteading because of the floodways, the limited access, and all of those constraints. Next is Honoka'a. So these are new land acquisitions purchased with Act 279 funds, $600 million. This was previously planned out. A previous developer planned for about 296 single-family homes, and that's kind of smaller single-family homes. And that's off of the highway. Now, when we did some spatial analysis, these darker areas are prone to flooding or steep areas. So those kind of are getting culled out, that those are likely not suitable for homesteading. In the center, though, there's about 4 acres that could be suitable for community use. It's adjacent to the park or across the street from the park. Might be good to plan for some type of community use there for the homestead. Maybe a community center or other community spaces. Then there's 3 other parcels, 19 acres, 11 acres, and 5 acres. And they are all suitable for residential, but they could also be suitable for subsistence agriculture. It's good quality soil that's there, and that's something that you can weigh in on. Do you want to see a portion of this for subsistence agriculture, which is the small lot agriculture, 1 to 3 acre parcels? You can build a hale there, but you don't have to. And we've also included in this map the average lot size of the other lots that are surrounding the area, so you can get an idea of what's the surrounding kind of residential land uses and how big those parcels are. And that concludes all of DHHL's land holdings in Hāmākua. Mahalo.